There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCLA's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Quick completion on the out route. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
On the run, still looking. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and get it to the big fella tight end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Williams will pass. He's got his man. And there might have been trouble if they had to him immediately. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on the draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona. For now, it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent, he showed you the accuracy on the previous completion, and then on this play it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different...
He makes a grab, gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Green. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
The play-action fake. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, UCLA. Oh, they blocked the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught, close to the marker, it's Harris. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Williams will pass. Hauls it in. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Power football with the run. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Williams looking for a man. Got him downfield. Tackled there by the defense.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg for 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Marshall.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To throw, it's Ncaa. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams will pass. It's complete on the right side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Here's the pressure. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going up top again. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made...
Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I...
There he goes. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Good enough for first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my... find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. He stops. Much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He wants to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Catch is made at the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fafita. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete.